Oh my god, I'm butchering the shit out of this. Hi clone. Hi Kafka. Oh, you figured it out, my phone bro. During a mission, so I borrowed ladies. Just wanna catch up with you. Are you okay? Are you okay, mommy? I'm fine, I just didn't stop Lady in time. I think he might need some time to recover. Lady was a little pouty that I didn't let him fight. Kafka, you'll only affect the speed at which I can draw my sword. Lol 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 lol. What the heck? That's too funny. 111. What the hell? Is it really that funny? My phone is fixed. Next time I'll try sending you messages with Silver Wolf's phone. Bye. She's gonna hack the crap of you. Nope. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Sorry. I don't do blue missions. I was originally gonna do this, but I'm not going to. I'll do it, I guess, next week. Let's see what's going on here. Open it, let's go. I've learned of your return to your home. How you up it? The agencies and saved the world from danger. I am sure this has recovered your forgotten memories. In accordance with our old vow, we should once again roam our lands of past, drink in celebration, and recount our great adventures. Alright, so that's definitely for done.
Sea and return to old ground. It's a letter for Don Hung. But who is it from? I should ask the conductor.
Clouds leave no trace. Sup, pom pom.
Heave ho! Heave ho! Huh?
Are you good, bro?
Trailblazer, do you need help with something?
Yeah, so there's a letter on the table.
Pom-Pom's been cleaning up this whole time and didn't see any letters.
This is creepy.
What? Huh? Don't scare Pom-Pom like that!
I just said it's creepy. What the hell?
Why are there always strange things sneaking onto our train? Pom-Pom is going to upgrade the security level around here. What does the letter say?
Here
It looks like an invitation. Who could have sent it? Does Don Hong have any friends on the Law Fu? If Pom-Pom remembers correctly, he said he was exiled from there, right?
Yup. Friends, Ching One, enemy's blade.
Unlikely. If the general sent the letter, he would have signed it.
And
Why don't you show Don Hong the
more
letter?
threatening
You know
about-
where to find him.
Yeah, let's go to the archives. Just going to the archives, you know, because Don Hong lives there because he's a nerd. Sup, Don Hong, can you transform real quick?
What is it? Do you need something?
There's a letter here for you, bro.
There's no signature. And it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember.
Really
And
like
unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
Do you need any help? I'm here for you,
Thanks,
bro.
but I don't even know where to start.
Fair.
Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Don Feng's past should be handled with care.
Bro's theme song is playing on blast, man. Why do I look so depressed? God damn. Now he's gonna transform and shit, you know? You know how it be. He's gotta be on he's gotta be put on his best drop for this. The appearance of this letter makes you feel uneasy. You evoke the cloud and a droplet of water condenses from the air and soaks into the letter. The handwriting disappears and another line of writing blurs due to the water stain. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price.
Just as I thought. There was more than met the eye. Letting her leave first was a wise choice. I can't put her in danger again because of this. But if he didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of divine foresight. I need to ask Jing Yuan about the Stellaron hunters.
Let's take one of the... whatchamacallit. Ooh, it's Jing Liu. Definitely then. Alright, we're going to need blade.
Jing Liu, witness my every move, my suffering.
Ooh, I wanna hear what his is to him.
That broken sword. You don't want to let go of the past, do you, Blade?
Alright, so I'll need Natasha for healing, of course, and you because then I have all the recommended elements. Bet.
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days.
He is traumatized by her right now.
However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
Dan Hong. Ah, she probably knew he was coming here. That's why she came here.
I've got my work cut out for me today.
Bro is like, nah, I don't want to
if
do
it isn't
it.
Dan Hung.
What up, bro? I need to speak to the general about something. Nah, be respectful.
Greetings.
12-year-old.
I need to speak to the general about something.
Well, he ended up saying both, so what
Looking
was
for
the point?
compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100 years' salary if they like.
That won't be necessary, I cooked you.
That won't be necessary. The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I should be apologizing for any damage I caused myself.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Dan Hung, do you recognize the person on the steps?
I'm closing my eyes and trying to sleep. Okay, it's no.
No. If the general isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Luofu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation.
Oh!
She was also the general's master.
Ah, so it's my beast.
According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wing Weaver, the father wolf
I have
of the
no idea
Warrison,
what the fuck
or the
they are.
gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend.
Damn.
However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said
Mara
that in
be
the
doing
end,
shit.
Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Luofu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn
Long
herself
shot?
in. Her surrender came with one condition, that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She
That's
wanted to
fair.
travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Luofu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Jingzhu suddenly stops talking like her. You perceive a chill sitting in the air.
Imbibitor Lunae, you're here.
She finally started talking.
Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me?
She sounds hungry.
Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Heng.
She's been busy learning, not gonna lie.
Master Dan Heng. She's asking for you specifically.
Oh, I'm
Be
talking
careful.
to the wrong person, wrong people, whatever. Hello.
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world. But then I returned to the Luofu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
My past life
The life
is
of
over,
Imbibitor
woman.
Lunae ended. I stand before you, a completely different person.
I understand. The sins of a past life should be forgiven after rebirth. Now you are a nameless, traveling across the galaxy. But can anyone really bid farewell to their past?
You bitter
If
one.
my guess is correct, the preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunae's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth and turned you into what you are now.
Yeah.
So, you also wish to restore the High Elder succession, just like the preceptors.
I have no intention of meddling in such things. That is the business of the Videodora.
Fee?
I returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
Yeah, he's dope.
So,
Ooh,
you're
das
the one
ist
that
cool.
mailed the letter to
Das
the
reicht ja
Express.
the moons. It's cool.
That's right.
In the meantime, what's going on?
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Huh.
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth.
Bra.
For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes. I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
Definitely
The
not
Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Luofu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself.
I knew this bro was sus.
Your behavior truly
You
is
guys,
puzzling.
I called it. You'll see there's a video
I can't seem
saying
to
Rocha is
piece
sus that I
together
posted
your
myself.
motive.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Luofu did not possess what I was looking for.
And what were you looking for, bro?
It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Makes sense.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone?
I don't know what the
Or
fuck you
must
did
I
to me.
utter that tongue twister of a name?
Eh?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
He knows shit
flatter
I
me.
don't.
Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing
See?
that you sense something is amiss,
I love this guy, he's so cool.
are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the Ten Lords Commission and the Seven Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Luofu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Ju-Ming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the general. The five of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
Meanwhile, in the seat of Divine Foresight,
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
hey, you were giving orders,
I would
bro.
make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor
100%
Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life, accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
You know what, that's fair.
Lead the way.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission?
We
So
have the
many
road takes
memories
us.
are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
Damn, it do be like that, I guess.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
Bit.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Didn't you mention it?
Young man, have you ever heard of Baisheng, the Foxian pilot?
Baisheng.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Baisheng. His name is unfamiliar to you and elicits no feelings, however, a voice inexplicably rings in your
Let
ears.
the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Imbibitor Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
I can't remember anything. I only remember
I
fragments.
think she was one of Imbibitor Lunae's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lunae and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents
we're
the
having a
voyage
funeral
of the
now.
deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me.
Thanks, Yang Qing.
I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard. Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
Run!
No need to worry about the two of us.
Yeah, let him know. We're running.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here.
Yeah.
Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated.
That's
and a ship
cool.
will appear in the skyport soon after.
They use seeds to gold stock to make
I remember
spaceships.
now. I've seen Baiheng's name in books before.
Oh.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the general forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Starskiff. The author's name was Baisheng.
Oh.
That's right. Baiheng was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Damn.
Indeed. Her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines. Very few star skiffs she piloted were able to return to port in one piece. The
Damn.
folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer.
Jesus. that
She
is a
also
quite
possessed an
nickname.
uncanny ability to predict future events. Inauspicious ones, at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide. Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
So one day she was just unlucky. Gotcha. Before long, the Star Skiff assembly line started to operate.
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Shit.
Thank you, young man.
Alright, we are.
See, the Starskiff is complete.
After being away from the Luofu for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
That's so sad, man.
So, what happened to Baisheng in the end?
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We
That
are
means
here
he doesn't wanna
today
talk
to
about it.
commemorate her. In Bailu Lune, do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
No.
I can't remember anything.
I don't even know who she
Let me
is.
refresh your memory. During that battle, Baisheng, being the headstrong girl that she was, managed to exhaust the luck that was bestowed upon her by the Rainbow Arbiter. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able to repay.
Damn.
For the Cloud Knights, giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in Bailu Lune.
So he probably
You
changed
couldn't
because of her
accept
kid.
that
Yeah.
Baisheng was gone.
Damn. Everyone has
Instead
a
of
reason.
leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to...
Baisheng.
You made a mistake that can never be undone.
Is Baisheng Bailu by any chance?
There
makes
is
me
no
wonder.
need to respond in Bailu
Comment section. I'm
Lune.
gonna ask this question in
Your
the comments.
answer
You guys
is
can
no
answer me.
longer important. And now, I will send off this star skiff.
I'ma Google this shit, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hang on. Let's send it off. And then while this is recording, I'm gonna Google it. Maybe somebody did this have the answer to
I've
me.
brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you
Is
in person.
Bailu the reincarnation?
I'm sorry it took
of
so long for me
Baisheng?
to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed.
I
I
fucking
will
knew it, it's
fulfill
true.
what you asked of me.
Holy shit.
I will keep my word,
That is so dope.
even if it requires me to cut
Even-
down the
everyone believes
stars
that.
in the sky.
It could be. Damn.
Let's
That's
go.
interesting.
The artisanship commission is next.
Alright, let's go. That is actually hype. I hope it's true. Lots of people are saying it's true, especially on Reddit.
Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission today, he would burst into laughter at the Xianzhou's incompetence.
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to arrive?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
The Luofu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin. It was impossible to guard everywhere at once.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
I'm not asking you to point your spear at me. Even after you
I am hella distracted right now.
techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like
you never forgot.
You won't get away. I have something for you. Time for a shot. That's better.
Unnecessary. Your end approaches.
This is a very expensive team, I'm not gonna lie. He plays for the lava.
Nowhere to run.
Failed to stand.
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world.
Oh, so we just have to cook these idiots.
The moon shines on truth. This spear still recognizes you as its master. Imbibitor Lune, do you know who crafted it for you?
it's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
The fight is set. Merciful Medicus.
Time for an overhaul. You won't get away. Perhaps you humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
It's fine, Blade's gonna heal himself soon. So
I will dispatch you.
let's go. Fail to send you.
You won't get away.
That paradise may be
Savory
unsavory for me.
Oh my god, I wasn't looking at HP. I wasn't looking at HP.
Save it for your own skin.
I have
All
something
will
for
be
you.
revealed in lunar flame.
He has to be dead. Never mind.
Ready for death.
Unnecessary.
Damn,
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is identical to Imbibitor Lunay's.
Muscle memory
Combat
patch?
is like smelting, purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember? Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
Hard to remember. The name of that person flutters at the edge of your thoughts like a leaf in the wind, but it remains elusive and
I'd
unclear.
rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time.
It's Blade.
I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long and meaningless lives.
Yingxing.
It's Blade.
You still remember his name. When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Xianzhou to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword. But he was boasting about mastering all the crafts of the Artisanship Commission by the time he was 100 years old. The little brat was no less arrogant than the High Elder. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, he was able to craft weapons that astonished the master craftsman. He even snatched the Artisanship Commission title of Furnace Master.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the Artisanship Commission. He was only able to prove his worth alongside us outcasts in the end.
Pardon, bless me, whatever. Sup, Yang-Ching?
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
We were having a private conversation.
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
Oh. Look at this little arrogant brat.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Yeah, he's not dead, he's Blade.
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
He became a long-life species.
He transformed into a long-life species?
Correct. Such are the twists
Definitely
of
Blade,
destiny.
man. Oops.
Some people are born with unparalleled
I had
foresight
too much fun
and
with that. Sorry for your
exceptional
ears.
intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibitor Lunay in resurrecting his deceased companion. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
A second chance?
What did you do to him?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths.
Jesus!
To remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave himself a name. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
His new name is Blade. I'm calling it right now, bro. Meanwhile, in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall, Scale Gorge Waterscape.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable, but their devotedness has made them close-minded. Take me, for example. My powers originate from the abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction in the universe that wants Yaoshi dead. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these thoughts would be equivalent to killing an eon. Such a goal is so impossible as to be laughable, to be honest. So, in order to sever Yaoshi's curse, one must look to the source for a different solution. Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara.
Excuse me?
She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
Okay.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda.
This is a whole anime happening right now.
The purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control. It is the law of the Alliance. We cannot deviate from it.
Ha! Do say.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingyuan.
Blade? I fucking knew it,
The
bro.
man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
In the meantime... The Alchemy Commission! Oh, so many memories. Bailu. Was this to
already been
run
restored to the Alchemy
into Bailu on
Why
purpose?
are we here?
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge Waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to come to an end.
Baisheng. She just wanted to see how Baisheng was doing. I'm still convinced. I'm very convinced.
Dunhung, What a surprise! Are you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
Oh, she's here for a consultation.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise.
Huh.
Who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to take some translucent worms so I can take a closer look.
I want to see how Baisheng looks just to make sure. Bailu is taking someone's pulse.
Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Danheng, can I speak to you for a minute?
Alright, let's speak in private, little one.
Your friend here has a very peculiar condition. Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she
won't live much longer. There's no
There's no cure.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis.
Okay, ma'am. I apologize.
Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a dark current running and pulsing between her core essay and her veins. I've never seen anything like it. With more research, I might be able to make a new entry in the medical records. Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Decline respectfully.
Today's her last day on the Luofu.
Yeah.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of warm water from this point on. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go?
Steve!
I'm
this
sorry.
Is Steve!
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were expelled, things have been a mess around here.
It's alright,
Danheng,
little one.
you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine? I could use your skills.
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along as well.
Look at the egg too.
No. No trouble at all.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
Look at her running.
I can smell the herbs. It's around. Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
Are you serious right now? Oh, fuck. It's a trap!
There's an even bigger monster protecting this one! When did so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword freezes everything in its path. Soon to be departed.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
Putting everything together.
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
Stand down. Later, moonlight.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand!
I have something for you.
Leuk's gonna heal himself. Trust.
You still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
That'll take more than medicine.
Trust. Failed to send you.
That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it for me.
And I get a free ult real quick.
Nowhere to run.
Damn. No,
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
oh my god.
Time for an overhaul.
Yeah.
Time for a shot. Save it for your own skin.
Here we go. Damn, my team's cool. My goose is cool.
Alright, let me make sure nothing's missing. Excellent. The calming valerian and chi strengthening infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
That's good.
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see
Damn.
the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Law Fu, I've treated a number of Mara-stricken patients recently. They all presented with signs of incoherence, delirium, or frightening physical mutations. You don't seem to have any of that.
Maybe
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit. And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes, and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body.
Huh.
If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
Really? How unfortunate.
Bruh.
My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence.
She's
All
such a
I have
hater,
left
bro.
are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, I would fall into an empty void.
Damn,
Thank you
okay.
for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or
She's
remedy.
definitely by
By
Harm,
the
bro.
way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all over the Xianzhou for treatment. And the number of injuries we see has skyrocketed since the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
So a
The
picture of
person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh,
Yeah, he can
yes!
do positive.
Someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
Damn, it's a pity she doesn't remember past. A
He's
real
probably looking for a different kind of medicine. Well then, it would seem that everything is in place. Let's go meet our old friend.
Sup, we made it.
Take this man away. This does does not involve him.
See you later, Locha.
Yancheng.
And so, everyone is present.
Excuse me.
I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago.
Y'all are
We
old as
promised
hell.
that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death.
Damn, doesn't that
Some
fingernails
have become
break your
criminals,
gloves? Damn.
while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more.
Rest in peace, friendship.
Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibiter Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibiter Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibiter Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets.
Jesus.
And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price.
Damn, y'all.
That is the only
Damn.
way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye.
Let's go to Blade first. Blade coldly looks at you. Alright.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness.
He's just smiling.
What a depressing reunion. Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-light reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the 2 of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. always trying to destroy the plans of others.
He's such a middling
But
kid.
in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
You do?
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you.
Does he just never
The
heal?
immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
Okay.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent.
Oh!
Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death.
Das ist
We
hype.
were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams
They look so badass just
will
standing there.
eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
Same hair color, same eyes, it's definitely Bailu. She looks like an adult Bailu too, the hairstyles are so similar.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted.
Jesus!
And pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, Why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lune commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again?
You get beaten by the
Why
building,
does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away. Like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
But I got lost. And he wakes up again. Can't die. Sad, bro. That's sad. He's really tired of life. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. Alright. Goodbye, Jingyu.
Imbibitor Lune, what do you plan on doing next?
I'm going to return to the Express.
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Luofu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibitor Lune.
Sayonara, man. Oh, now I have to speak to each and every one of them. Okay.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it.
Blade cold.
We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
If you wish, I will see it through,
I will
bro.
see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today.
He's just trying to protect
I
you,
understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did?
I have to go. He's
Goodbye
not
for
answering.
now, Dan Heng. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
You know what? Same. Damn, we keep meeting in like the most worst circumstances ever. Alright, go.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another.
Damn. Should I be responsible for Dunfan's actions?
Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth.
I have to go.
Yes. It has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
It has been a long recording too, holy shit. Is everything okay, Danang? Crow and I heard you received an anonymous letter and we were worried, so we came here to check on you. But you weren't in the archives. Did that poker-faced Stellar on Hunter Blade give you any trouble again? I went to meet some old friends. Don't worry, I just stepped away for a little bit to catch up with some old friends. Phew, that's a relief then. By the way, don't forget to head back to the Express early. Himiko said she made coffee for us. Oh crap. We're screwed, man. We are screwed. Anyways, that was probably the longest video I've ever recorded. So be sure to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.